Did you find that electric fence last night? Did you? Come on, Biscuit. Hey, I heard you. 2:30 this morning. I heard you. You didn't half yelp, did you? So Pepper, our other collie, will not go near the electric fence. She just won't go near it. But Pickle, just now and again, will just try her luck and see if it's on. And she went into the build site last night and picked up one of the guys' coffee cups. And obviously on the way back out, the electric fence nailed her. So I'm kind of hoping that's going to put her off for a while, because we really don't want the dogs in there, especially tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're pouring the slab. I don't want doggy footprints in it. So some of you will be asking the question, or have asked the question, did he finish fitting the bullhorn in the 695 yesterday? Well, the bullhorn is in there, and I did connect it to the live. I know the horn works in it, because I know there's power to the live, but I was kind of hoping that the bar that we've bolted the bullhorn to would be earthed, and I wouldn't need to put a separate earth wire in, but it turns out that it's not. So I've literally got to go back in, hopefully today, take the bullhorn back off again, strip out another wire which I'll put on the bolt, I think the mounting bolt, because that's nice and new and fresh. And I'll connect that then to the earth wire on the tractor, because there was 2 wires going to the original horn. The original horn is staying in there. I wanted to mount the bullhorn in such a way that I could choose. I could go in and move connections around, and I could choose which horn I wanted to use. I mean, the thing is, the bullhorn's going to get connected, providing it's doing the job. That's probably going to stay there forever now. But for any reason it broke, the original horn's still there. So that's a job for this afternoon. Oh yeah, the t-shirt. Thank you, Angela. Even though we all know it's a lie. Right, we go see Grandad, hey, shall we? And you can go see Squeak, because you love Squeak, didn't you? Prima donna. So I've been spent an hour this morning editing the video that will go up for members tonight, which is us putting down the insulation and the steelwork, starting the steelwork for the floor. We didn't finish putting all that in because we're forecast rain. It was kind of pointless finishing off putting all the polythene in and turning the site into a swimming pool. So we've left it in such a way that if we do get a lot of rain, it's easy to brush out or blow out. And then we can finish laying the membrane and the steel, which shouldn't take too long, ready for the pour tomorrow morning. I think the pump arrives at 8 o'clock, and the concrete itself comes at about 8:30, I think, so it's all organised. You will have noticed, probably by now, if you've been watching the last couple of videos, that the humour, particularly with Dave and I, because we've known each other for so long, I mean, we've known each other since we were teenagers, it might get a little bit adolescent occasionally and a little bit naughty. I do have to cut some of it out, because some of it is a bit too naughty, but it is fun. I mean, it is, we do have a laugh. So yeah, it is one of the reasons we've got Dave doing the job. We know him, we know he's going to look after us, and we know we're going to have some fun during the process. So, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? So I'm sort of keeping my business local. Dave literally lives 1 mile away from us, so I'm keeping me business and the money local, using a local company, using a trusted friend as well, and enjoying myself most of the time. I'm sure there will be bits where we don't enjoy ourselves quite so much, but yeah, what's the point of doing it if you can't have some fun at the same time? You know what I mean. Continue. Yeah. Well, that was a pretty pleasant afternoon, or a couple of hours, driving around the countryside with Mrs. P, looking at tree work. But I'm back now. I've had enough of that, so we're going to have another go at fixing that bullhorn. Set that out of there. So the first thing I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, because I've been messing around with electronics in there, or electrics, is I'm going to plug the cables back into the original horn and make sure that works, because if perchance I've blown a fuse or something when I was doing the bit of cabling and cutting cables and whatever yesterday, that would explain why it doesn't work. So if the original horn works, I know that I have to put an earth cable in. If it doesn't work, then I've got to go and find the fuse box. Right then, so let's get that one there. So I'm not actually sure which way around these two went, but I'm pretty sure they only actually go one way. That's not that one, I think that's that one. That one goes in there, or not. That one goes, nope. That one there goes there. So that one there must go there. Right, if you'll excuse me, I'll go and press the horn button. You may have noticed nothing happened. Right, let's try something else. Oh, was he not on? Hang on, let's try that again. That one cable wasn't on properly, I don't think. Are you on now? No. Ah. Right. I got a funny feeling I might have a dodgy cable or even connector. Alright, okay, plan B. We'll try a couple of new connectors and see if they'll go on there. I can't even see that one. So that one there should go on there. Yeah, he fits. And that one there is bent down. So does that, then will that fit on there? Yeah. Right, okay. So those both fit. I'm gonna, do you know what? I'm just gonna put new connectors on the end of those cables first. And I've done with that. Right. Right, so one of those cables is purple and one is black. Not that should make a huge amount of difference, but I need to keep them as long as I can. These have seen better days as well. Right. Right. When I was a young fella, there was nothing I liked more than wiring up radios, graphic equalizers, spotlights, fog lights, you name it. I would play it automotive electrician, and I was kind of okay at it, you know. I only caught one car on fire ever. At least it was my own. So that was just bad luck as well. So, right. Let's see how this works. Get in there. Oh, you swine! You swine! Right, that literally came out as I did that. And I said I used to be good at this. I mean, I was quite good at it. I even used to do stuff for other people. One, right. No, I can't use that one. I can get another one. You in there? Yeah. Don't do it again. Right. Okay. We'll plonk that in there a minute and just see if the horn's going to work. Right, well that should be enough to give me a horn. Let's try it. Alright. Oh, that was clever, he popped off. Okay, so we got one on there. I just need to get an earth on here now. So I've got to make sure I've got it the right way around now. So I didn't take the front grille off of here because it's a real fiddle, lots of screws. But I got a funny feeling that by the time I finish this, I kind of wish I had. So if that's right, if I stick you under there, will you go? Turn around. Right. That should blow the horn. Should. Okay. So all I've got to do now is change that fitting on there for. What if I leave you like you are and that in there. I've got a little spare bit of wire, so why don't I just, only so that I can, I know it's the wrong colour, this is earth and it should really be using a black wire, but we'll be alright, don't you worry. Put that on there like that, that on there. If I put up a spade behind there, I'm expecting you're too small for that. You are. But you will still do the job I want you to do. Okay. Right then. If I jam that up in the back of there, like that, and do you up. Right, if this works, I could tidy those cables up afterwards. I don't know where that come from. I'm now covered in grease. So as long as I haven't got it all over this nice new t-shirt, because that would be typical. Well, not typical, but sod's law. Okay, do we have a bullhorn? I don't think it's actually as loud as the standard horn, but from a distance, well, it works. It's not as loud as the original. Pretty sure the original horn is a bit louder, but it's definitely legal, definitely works, and it's definitely funnier. So, but I have got the option, just by stopping the cables over the way I've done it, I can always put the original one back on should I need to, but I think he'll stay like he is. So why don't you want to? Alright, I'm going to have to take the other side off and see what's going on. At least this one's behaving. It's in there. Looks like I just need to give it a bit more force. That one's in, that one isn't. Oh, come on. Put that in there. Ah, it's got him. I just needed to show it who the boss was. Easy. When you know how. Right. I can go with that in a minute. Is the joke on me? That's it, I've had enough now.